Hello everyone, welcome to my very first filler video. I'm working on a very big project right now, and it's not the Dead by Daylight one. Don't worry, the Dead by Daylight 2 project hasn't been scrapped. I'm just working on something else. But I didn't want to leave you with nothing in the meantime, so I'm giving you a very interesting video on a very interesting topic. Alright. So, two things off the bat. One, like always, none of the footage on here is mine. But as we can but as you'll soon find out, that's for a very special reason this time. And the second thing you may notice on the screen is what are you looking at? What am I You may be asking yourself, is this Plants vs Zombies 2? But if it is it just some stupid gotcha ripoff thing? Well, your eyes don't deceive you entirely. Yes, this is Plants vs Zombies 2, but not the one you and I grew up with. This is actually something that our Asian friends have actually grown up with. Specifically, the people from the People's Republic of China. That's right. This is the Chinese version of Plants vs. Zombies 2. I Ever since I first watched videos on this game, I have been fascinated by it. Its mere existence is so weird. It doesn't make much sense to me, honestly. But here it is. In all of its glory, I guess. Basically, Plants vs. Zombies 2 was not up to standards of Plants vs. of Chinese regulations after the Chinese had changed their gaming laws. So, TalkWeb and PapCop and Pap and PopCap Shanghai. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I am very mixed brain right now. But anyway, PopCap Shanghai created a separate version of the game, specifically for the Chinese audience. As you can see, everything is in Chinese. That's pretty obvious. But another thing you may realize is that I am showing you footage of a world that does not exist. At least not in our version. But for the Chinese, this is the fourth world in the game, Kung Fu World. And this is not the only one. There is another one set during World War II, based off of steampunk, called Sky City. Another one that's simply during the Industrial Revolution, called the Steam Ages. It's actually pretty, and I can go on and on. But long story short, this is a very interesting version of the game. Another very interesting quirk about this game is that some of the plants act a little differently. Yeah, the pea shooter, the torchwood, all of these guys act exactly the same as they do in this version. But Torchwood never received the buffs he did in our version. So, unfortunately, some of the players that played this game will not get to experience Jalapeno Torchwood. But, yeah. Another very interesting thing, though, is that some plants have been completely reworked. Like aloe. Yeah, remember aloe? Of course you don't. Aloe is useless in our version. But in this version of the game, she's actually one of the most powerful plants in the entire game. I'm not joking. She heals in a four. She heals in a 3x3 area. And she heals by quite a lot, honestly. Look, the 3x3 area would already be enough to buff her, but the fact that she can get even more powerful is just staggering. You may also notice on your screen right now there's a new plant. That's Fire Gourd. Fire Gourd basically works just like how Jack-o'-lantern used to work. Tap him and he shoots out a wave of fire. But you may also notice something else about the seed packets. There are numbers next to them. Yes, the leveling system originated from this game. Please boo at your screen now. But in all seriousness, the leveling system actually works kind of differently in this version. By that I mean it actually changes the plants. For example, they all go up to level 5, and some plants get massive buffs, like Pea Shooter being able to shoot peas that cannot be reflected by any zombie. Jester haters are gonna love that. Cabbage Pult can shoot golden cabbages, and two at a time. That's pretty. And I kid you not, Walnut suddenly learns how to do voodoo magic. What? You think I'm joking? Go ahead. Look up Flag Zombies video. See if I'm lying. But there are new zombies, new plants, new everything. But now you may ask the question, is this a better version of Plants vs. Zombies 2? And how do I play it? Well, I won't answer the second question because China doesn't seem to like it when people do that. But I will answer the first question. Is it better? Honestly, it's more of a side grade than anything. Also, I don't want you harassing the people of China. I should note that right now. They are already going through enough. But I will let you know this. There's kind of a reason why PopCap hasn't initiated some of the stuff from this version. Not because it's bad necessarily, but because it's kind of strange. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you may notice a very weird looking cucumber. That is the tactical kook. The tactical kook is basically a tactical nuke. This nuke is able to blow up the entire board, but it costs gems. Yes, gems. Oof. There, and unfortunately, Tactical Cuke is the only power up in the game. Another thing you should know about this game is the fact that it's a gacha game. I am unfortunately being serious here. It's a gacha game. It has gacha elements, daily logins. It's got the whole shebang. And the final nail in the coffin is most of its new stuff. Do you think the plants in our version are overpowered? Oh, you poor innocent fools. The plants in this version are so powerful they make Pokra look like a weakling. I'm not joking. Everything I said in this video is up till now has been deathly serious. This version exists. It's very strange, and Pokra is a pretty weak plant. We truly live in a society. So, if you really want to try this version out, then go seek someone else. But would I recommend it? I guess so. If you're into PVZ and you want to try something different, then be my guest. But just note, some of the new stuff that's been added is pretty bad. Notably, the Secret Realms and Memory Lane. Secret Realms are essentially what they sound like secret levels that you can access via a tab. Now, these are huge. The only one that's available year round is Fairy Tale Forest Part 1 and 2. All the other ones are available annually. And they kind of rotate. But they can get kind of wild. There was a Subway Surfer crossover realm. But oh man. Then there's Memory Lane. Memory Lane is essentially modern day with a few twists. Like one twist being that the pool levels are back. Yes, the pool levels are back. And also the original Dr. Zomboss. But at one cost. Both of these things are enormous difficulty spikes. And that's where the gotcha element gets in. While for the most part, the main game, you're gonna breeze through it like you do normal PvZ. You are not gonna breeze through the side content, no matter how hard you try. Plants vs. Zombies 2 China is just as money hungry as the main game. Which is why I consider it a side grade. It takes 3 steps forward and just as many steps backwards. It tries so many new and innovative ideas, but it falls into the exact same trappings as its counterpart. So, I normally don't do this, but I'm actually going to rate this game. And I would rate it a solid 6 out of 10. Definitely worth your time if you're already a fan of the series and have already played the original PVZ2. But don't expect a masterpiece. Sorry if this video hasn't been as good, well put together, or even as interesting as my other ones. Again, this is just a filler video. I promise to make more content later. And if you want to see someone else go into more detail about this obscure game, then go to Flag Zombie's channel, link in the description. He has a whole series talking about this game, and I highly recommend it. In fact, it's where I got a half of my information. Anyway, I've been the Gamer Nerd, and thank you for watching this stupid video.